I am Anthony for Hasselstone, and since the early 1980s, I have been a fan of Lego. Back in those days, we called them Legos because we did not know that Lego was both the singular and plural form of the brand name. By the time I had become an adult, I co-owned 4 large buckets of Lego with my brothers. When one of my brothers got married, I gave him all of the Legos so that he and his wife could have a hobby that they could enjoy together. After a few years, I started to miss having Legos. Then in the spring of 2015, LEGO Dimensions dropped a video starring Community's Joel McHale. It intrigued me. Up until that point, LEGO video games did not have any real-world components, although sometimes a pre-order may include a minifigure, but never anything that could translate into video games. To see which sets that I own, check out the Amazon affiliate link in the description. Now, there are sets that I would still like to have, and you can see those in this image here. The prices on a number of these sets have skyrocketed. It is a case of supply and demand, I assume. When we return, I will show you my LEGO Dimensions collection.
So you're telling me there are no shields?
Like no, man.
No, it's Batman. Never mind. Does it have sonar rockets? All-wheel drive?
No.
Bulletproof paneling? Grapple hooks? Roll bars?
Like sorry, man.
Well, what does it have?
Like a groovy flux capacitor, and it can travel anywhere through time and space.
Does it come in black?
While I enjoy LEGO Dimensions, I didn't buy everything that came out for it. Some things I just couldn't find, and other things I just wasn't interested in. So I did end up buying 2 different versions of the game, though, of course, for the Wii U and the PS4. Mainly so, in case one fails, maybe? I don't know. I just felt like, maybe I want 2 versions. I actually wouldn't mind a digital version for my Xbox, but apparently that's not a thing. I asked Warner Brothers. It is not a thing. So, there's the 3 play sets I bought. First is, of course, the one that comes with it, which is this lovely portal. And, these things are fun to build. So, just the building aspect of it alone is awesome. And the role-play concept, I guess, that ties into the video game makes it super, super neat. So, I just like the way this thing works. The other ones don't do quite as well. So here's the Batcave one from LEGO Batman. And I like the bat look, and you can bring out the wings if you want. But it just doesn't, this makes it really cool. This doesn't have that. I don't know. But then here's the new Ghostbusters playset. And it has this sliding door thing, which would be great if the doors didn't slide all over the place. There's nothing stopping them from sliding. But if you saw the movie, the ladies are on the second floor of a Chinese restaurant. So this is supposed to be kind of like a combination of that. As you see, there's these little roof shingles here. And again, the portal isn't as fancy as the original one, which I think all of them should have that. But I guess it's supposed to more look like a entrance or an exit or something. But whatever. I think they're all cool. But the funny thing is, you can exchange them on the base, and the base knows no difference. There's no sensory. There's nothing on here that says, "Hey, this is what this is." So the base doesn't know. So these are Green Arrow and Supergirl, and these were limited exclusives. I believe that Supergirl was Toys R Us, and I'm not quite sure where Green Arrow came from. I ended up having to buy him online, but I got the Toys R Us exclusive with her. And both of these online were at one point really expensive. Some are upwards of $40. But I thought they were cool, and limited edition, whatever that means, I guess, as far as Legos are concerned. But I decided, you know what, I want a super person, I want an archer, what the heck? It's not like I can get, Captain America and Hawkeye, Nothing against these two. It's just, Warner Brother owns DC Comics, so obviously their characters are easily put into the game. So here you see basically a bunch of 80s things. So we have E.T., and it came with a telephone. This is actually a pretty nifty looking telephone. Probably the best Lego telephone I've ever seen, although not to scale, obviously, because, size. Then we have the Gremlins. There's Gizmo and Stripe. And they came with that remote control car. and a Polaroid camera, which actually has a piece of film in it. You can't pull it out, but thought it was a good callback. It's funny. And then we have over here, so this is a little different. This is a Defender game. It's an old arcade game, and a like an 80s style car of some type, and just a generic guy. But I mean, this is a Midway thing, so that's kind of funny. They got into the 80s sets. And then of course here's Kit and Michael Knight, and then following that theme, here's B.A. Baracus and the A-Team van. I like how they can make them look so good even at such a small scale. Here's Beetlejuice and a sandworm. And then the one I've been saving for the 80s tour, Marty McFly and Doc Brown. Now, they of course are two separate sets, Marty one, Doc one. And then Marty came with the DeLorean and a hoverboard. And I love the detail in the hoverboard. Of course, the Mattel symbol's gone, licensing reasons, but it's interesting. Again, so much detail for such a small figure. And then, of course, if you love Back to the Future 3, you love the train, and here's the train. I think it looks pretty cool. Continuing with movies and televisions, we have another group here. Of course, the oldest of the group, not toy-wise, but of production-wise, of course, is The Wizard of Oz. Here's the Evil Witch and a Flying Monkey, which is an interesting build. Because, I mean, pieces alone you would like, oh, this is not a flying monkey. It's a flying monkey. It looks kind of like a flying monkey. And then, of course, perhaps the next oldest, Doctor Who, comes with K9, a TARDIS, and Peter Capaldi's Doctor, which, because I feel like Capaldi, Matt Smith, and David Tennant are probably the best three Doctors. Right smack in the middle of the Doctors, because I've been watching since Chris Eccleston, but I've seen some other Doctors. That's pretty nifty. And in the game, he actually voices himself, so that is interesting. So, of course, Sonic the Hedgehog has Tails playing for some reason. I feel like, I mean, technically, I guess it's Sonic's playing and Tails drives it. I'm a little confused about it, because sometimes it's Tails, sometimes it's Sonic. And then, of course, Sonic's race car from the racing games. I again asked Sonic, does he really need a race car? And, of course, here's what Sonic looks like. No spikes on the back. I mean, they're drawn on, but I mean, his head has spikes. And then we go Jurassic World. So we have the gyrosphere, and we have a raptor. And then we also have Owen and a detention shoulder, or ACU as they call it, whatever that means. Then we have perhaps one of my favorite ones. First off, this looks like the Mystery Machine, sort of without the word on it. And this is a pretty cool looking Mystery Machine. And then this, some people are confused. This is a sandwich, just a full-on decked sandwich, because these guys will eat it. This is Scooby and Shaggy. And I love the fact that Scooby is a figure. I mean, because if you're going to do Scooby-Doo, you're going to do Scooby. So then next up is Homer from The Simpsons. His little can of Buzz Cola, because, of course, stuff would be not, you know, this is targeted towards younger people, would not be appropriate. But you get the old Antennas TV with Itchy Scratchy on it. And, of course, you get a little version of their car. Next, we have Cartoon Network stars. So first off is Unikitty. Now, she is probably the only one that is just a built block. Like, she's a bunch of pieces. Unlike everybody else who typically has a head, a torso, and some legs, she actually had to be built. And you can see she's made up of a bunch of little pieces. And then, of course, she has her Cloud Car. I know it's not technically the right name, but whenever I look at it, I think Care Bears, and they have Cloud Cars. Anyway, next up is the Powerpuff Girls, and of course you got Blossom, Buttercup, and Bubbles. And so of course Cartoon Network, they are disproportionate, to say the least. They give them the kids' legs, the full torso, and a big head. I mean, they look like them, you know who they are. And then of course Blossom comes with a new version of the phone. Obviously in the new series it's a cell phone. In the old series it's a handset. I guess this is supposed to be more of a picture phone. And then, of course, Bubbles comes with Octi, and Octi has a little bit of posability. And then Buttercup comes with a BattleBot. So, I mean, why not? So then we get to the Teen Titans. Now, there is a Robin, but he came with the Batman movie, Lego movie starter set. And so technically he doesn't fit what I'm doing right here. I kind of a mixed bag. I kind of wish I would have given Robin the Teen Titan Robin's head at least or something, but meh. Anyway, so Starfire comes with a BattleBot. So does Cyborg for whatever reason, but of course these were just two-piece sets, so... And then of course together these guys came, and Raven looks as happy as usual. Has a little bit of a blasty thing going on here, and she came with her Book of Azarath. And then for whatever reason, Beast Boy, who I've never seen drive the T-Car, has the T-Car. T-Car looks cool though. And a banana, which is weird. I mean, I guess it turns into a gorilla, so I guess the banana makes sense.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice.
Now we move on to the superheroes and some Lego movie stuff. So, first off, when you get the starter kit, you get these three, Wild Child, Gandalf, and Batman. And not too fancy about them. You know, they come with a play set. And then, of course, you've already seen Supergirl and Green Arrow. But when you get the Batman, Lego Batman playset, you get Batgirl and Robin. And you get a Batmobile and the Batwing, or Batjet, depending on which way you go with the naming. I also got the Lego Wonder Woman set here with the Invisible Jet. You know how easy this thing is to lose? I just can't see it half the time. Anyway, Aquaman with his jet ski, I guess. It's an underwater jet, which is funny because they give you two of his little tridents, and one of them is in the back here. This is the back. It goes this way. But, yeah, it just made sound effects. So it's just interesting. And then, of course, I used to have this guy. He ended up with my brother and sister-in-law. So I decided to get another one. He came with this little spaceship. And, of course, he's in the Lego movie. And on to Ghostbusters. So when you buy the Ghostbusters play set, you get, including the portal, you also get one of the female Ghostbusters. And you get a Ecto one. And then, of course, there was a couple of Ghostbusters, classic Ghostbusters playsets. One of which has Slimer here with a sausage. And an Ecto cannon, I guess. Not quite sure what it is. But it looks cool. And then, of course, Peter Venkman in a different set. Has his proton pack on the back. And he got an Ecto as well. Although I feel like these two have been switched. Maybe this is the right Ecto. Although this one does look cool. This one looks like a full car, and this one is a half a car. But Peter also has this trap, which looks pretty awesome. And that was my LEGO Dimensions collection. Obviously, I would love to get the figures that I'm missing. But, you know, time and money is, and all that stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video. We would also like to thank our contributors and patrons for supporting this video. If you wish to add to the discussion, post a comment below. Please remember to like, subscribe, and check out our other videos. Thank you for checking out our content. Before you leave, please remember to click like and then subscribe. If you want to receive notifications, do not forget to enable them by clicking on the bell. Then afterwards, check out our social media at HasledgeNet and our website at hasledge.net.